Okay, scrolling down. I have missed out this bit of the question. This is still in the sports day question. This is just asking you to give some test data for these different types of tests that you might run on your program. A normal bit of data would be something that's accepted. So in this that it has to be between 40 and 180, you could put 50 in there, that would be acceptable. A boundary is something that's right on the boundary, so that could be 40, and then erroneous could be something that's not acceptable, so 250 or something like that. So it should be an easy 3 marks, that one. But now we get down to a longer algorithm question worth 6 marks, more to it with this one. So let's have a look at it. It's saying the individual results for each student in each event are stored in a database, and then you've got a table there like that. An algorithm works out which team has won, which one has the highest score. Write an algorithm to prompt the user to enter a team name and score, or to enter stop to stop entering new teams. So we've got to have an input. Repeatedly takes team names and scores as an input until the user enters stop. So we want it to do this multiple times, so straight away I'm thinking it's got to be some kind of loop, and because the loop stops on a condition, it's likely to be a condition controlled loop, which is a while loop. So a while loop loops while something is true. So you could say it's going to loop while the input does not equal stop, for example. Calculates which team has the highest score, outputs the team name and the score of the winning team name in an appropriate message. So this takes a little bit of thinking about. So the first thing is we've got to get the while loop going. So we need something which is going to trigger that while loop. So I'm just going to put in a text box. That's odd. It's because I had that highlighted. Okay. Let me just insert a text box. Bear with me a minute. Right, there we go. And I'm just going to make my text red so it stands out. Right, so if you're going to trigger a while loop, you need a variable that while loop can check in order to start looping. So if I do name is equal to, and let's just say it's blank, you could do while name does not equal, name does not equal is an exclamation mark and an equals. I'll get there in the end. There we go. Stop. There we go. So that's triggered the loop. Now we need to collect a name. So name equals input. I would always put a little message in. And then score equals, if we were actually programming this, you'd probably set that to an integer, but I'm going to keep going as I am. Enter the score. Okay, so what's the next bit? Calculate which team has the highest score. Output the team name and score of the winning team in an appropriate message. Well, it might be, and this is where it's best to plan this, because obviously if this was handwritten I would be struggling to go back and add in this variable. Let's say high score equals 0, winning team equals blank. So we've got their name, their score. We need an if statement. If the score is greater than high score, then set high score to score. And running out of space here, I'm going to move this up here. And winning team equals name. So basically, if their score is bigger than this, what's in this variable, we're going to set that variable to the new high score and save the name of the team to the winning team variable. Otherwise, we don't need to do that. Then the next bit, calculate which team has the highest score, output the team name and score of the winning team in appropriate message. So once they enter stop, it jumps us out the loop, and that's when we go print. And you know, it's said appropriate message, so we want to put something like the winning team was, comma, and then winning team variable, comma, and the highest score was high score, the high score variable. And there we go. So this message, the stuff that's in speech marks is a string, it's just going to print out as text. And then that is that variable, so it'll print out whatever's in that variable, which will be the name of the winning team. And that's 6 marks.